Alrighty, I'm just going to do some spec testing on Bear Druid right now. I gotta go see Black Panther later, so it's just going to be Druid. Why am I? And that's not the spec I wanna do. Okay, so, yep, I accepted a quest right now, so that's what those fun blips on the screen is. Um, Where is this? There we go. Okay. Reason I like putting it on 9 is because I can do this. And I take no damage. I take no damage. Whereas here I took a little bit of damage. It's insignificant amount, but like it's enough that I'm not particularly happy with this. Anyways, so why am I down here, you ask? You don't ask. Well, one, you get Hibernate back. That's friggin' cool. And Soothe. So that's not Soothe. Where's Soothe? That's Teleport. Here's Soothe. Okay, so, and Moonblade, of course. I don't know if we're supposed to have Dreamway or like Teleport, but I love the fucking Dreamway. Okay, excuse my language, but that is conceivably the best thing to happen to druids besides a bear form. So, I'm a loser. So what we have here is I'm just putting things onto my bars the way I usually keep them. So I don't put incapacitating roar on there. Neither do I put this. I do put this down here. See, now, or I do put that there. You'll see me just screw around with my bars because I don't actually have my add-ons on, which would give me all my fun keybinds. Because I'm one of those losers that use the Razor Naga one because it goes with my Razor Naga, and I think it's got some really fun. Why is there an assassin over here? Let's see if I can help him. I did help him. Oh dear. Okay, so we have our Guardian of Elune and Galactic Guardian up right now because that's what I normally take in live. And like I said, I don't have all my keybinds, so it's a little slow. These are all the same, like literally all, not same. These incapacitating things have been changed. I don't know what the change is from live to alpha on Roar. I just know that it has been changed, I believe, by the amount of time. Beware with all the incapacitating, slow, stuns, all that fun shit. It got changed to be a little bit less in Alpha from Legion. Simply because, have you seen some of the stuff going on in Legion? You can stun lock someone into infinity and beyond if you really wanted to. So that was getting a little intense, not gonna lie on that one. And I never use incapacitating roar to begin with unless I'm using it for an interrupt because I do that. Iron Fur. That's actually a pretty nice effect there. Let me see if I can pull up the live talent or Druid Legion. What is it? Forums, guides, spells. I think this would be. Oh no, it would be the other one. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about this. Ugh. Okay, so we have pulverize, all this fun stuff. Let's go with Druid, Druid. Okay. Whatever. It's showing me everything. So we're gonna just keep going until I see the fun mark I'm supposed to see. Oh, speaking of Frenzied Rejuve. Heals you for 50% of all damage taken in the last 5 seconds over 3 seconds, minimum 5% health. That's one of the ones that I know has been changed. So it's only 25% of maximum health over 5 seconds. That's flat. Flat 10 rage, it's that, in my opinion, is a 29 second recharge, 30 with haste, I believe. My opinion, that's a better change. And my movie is at 140, so there we go. That's, in my opinion, a better change because you don't have to do that weird-ass snapshotting stuff that nobody likes. Well, not nobody. You can get some really good healing on with that, but I don't like doing it personally. I can do it. I just don't like to. It just adds too much complexity to something that really shouldn't be complex. Not saying Bear is, super duper mathy, going back to like Wrath of the Lich King Feral type of thing. No, it's pretty standard. It's not as fun as, say, hitting 3 buttons as a Fury Warrior. What is that? What is that? But I go on tangents like this. I'm sorry, my train of thought gets derailed like all the time. It doesn't have rails. So yeah, I think that is a very nice little change. It is easier to use. You shouldn't have to think about how much you're healing as a tank. Like, let's be honest, you're not there to crunch numbers for tanking. You're not. You're there to be a meat shield. You're there to have 28,782 health, whereas, let's see what this guy has. This guy actually has, he's level 113. That's a bad example. That's even a worse example. Okay, I can't find a good example here. Okay, this is a 110. Guessing it's blood. Let's inspect. It is blood. Point is, you still got the most health here. Okay, this one, it's all about their building up shields and doing damage and crap. And their health is contributing to... You know what? That's not what bears are about. Bears are supposed to, go in, rar, eat, damage in the face, and then they're supposed to rar and heal it back. That's all they're supposed to do, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. It's very basic. I don't have any better examples here. But you know what I mean. Oh, look. It's 110 Troll Priest. Okay. This is a better example. I have almost 2 times his health. That's very important. Or her, it's a female druid. Or female priest. Anyways. I'm going to go look up Iron Fur real quick. Name. Iron Fur. That'll bring it up. Iron Fur. Increases armor by 65% over 6 seconds. Multiple can overlap. And this is 110 for 7, or 110 of agility for 7 seconds. Whereas this is only, come on, load up for me, just straight up flat armor. So that's a slightly different thing. My agility is, 919? So that would leave my armor currently 39.77. So let's see what this does real quick. This is not how I would normally play, but whatever. Okay, so currently 39.77. I use that and it only buffs up to 56.74. And that's not much. Not compared to, just a flat 65. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, that's not 65. Like, what are you gonna do here? So let's try this. We're gonna give me 1 stack. We're gonna try to give me 2 while this is up. Oh, it's already on 2. Okay. With 2, it's at 66 point whatever. I can only overlap so much. Yeah. So I can only overlap so much on this one. I just love this bear. As you can see here, we have our Azurite armor. I was testing in Boomkin, like first time, so I don't have, you know, the bear part picked up. But the bear is Mangle increases the healing of the next ability to heal you by 291. Fair amount for something small like that. Fair amount. You're pretty much spamming it on almost 5 seconds, reduced by haste. Pretty much anything, if you're not familiar, anything with the green number is haste reduction towards the cooldown. So it would be 5 with haste, or 5 base, 4.84 with haste. With Thrash, same thing, Moonfire, blah blah blah. These don't count. These don't count. This one, this, god damn it, Uther. Currently, I also have the TV in the background and my phone's on. This isn't well thought out. I just need to go to a movie later, and I wanted to test Druid. Damn it. So where were we? See? Did you see that? I derailed so hard. Alright, so you do have some basic stuff associated with other forms. So, like, Shred. I don't know if you get the others. No, you don't get the others. This is just what's there. You get Shred baseline, Thrash, Swipe, Skull Bash, Stampeding Roar you get with everyone. So I'm going to put that there. And that kind of stuff. Also Dash goes there. So that's your baseline. I took Restoration Affinity. It's what I take if I don't want to, like, hit things from, you know, Pluto. Currently on live, I have the Lufa, which increases your Thrash radius and damage. Wait, is it just radius? I think it's radius and damage. Anyways, I like it for the radius. And Balance Affinity, which increases it by 3 yards radius. And then I also use Eco, which increases your affinities. Your affinity, like, thing. So I end up having a 21-yard radius of Thrash, so I can pull things from halfway to forever, which does actually cause a lot of troubles, but once you live with it, you can't live without it. It's a very sad road. It also gives me some freedom, but unfortunately, you don't have it here. So I don't take Balance Affinity, and then I'll hit that. I don't take Balance Affinity for that exact reason. I just don't see a use in it if I can't hit things from outer space. Otherwise, Restoration Affinity is a really nice thing to have, just because you're healing for 1.5 maximum health every 5 seconds. If you're at full health, it jumps to a different party member. Like, that's perfect for a bear, especially when you're initially getting into these things. Once you've outgeared the content, hell, take Feral Affinity for all I care. It doesn't matter. By the way, Feral, 15% movement speed all the time. Decent. You get your other abilities there for, you know, Boomkin. You get the Boomkin stuff. You get some heals for Resto. Very good in, like, beginning content as well, because if you're going through, like, questing and stuff, and you're just you know, charging through it, and you're like, man, I'm gonna pull like 843 things right now. And then afterwards, you're like, man, I only have 85% health. You can just heal yourself back up. It ain't no thing. As you can see, my server is going to shut down in a little bit. At that point, I am going to stop streaming and recording, and this isn't really a big one anyways. I'll pick this up afterwards. But until then, I'm going full throttle. Entangling roots, 30 seconds. Not that big of a deal. Iron Fur, like I said, it's quite different. Maul, same thing. Frenzied, same thing. Mangle, same thing. Yeah. Mighty Bash, I take that because bear, rar. 5 seconds, I think that's down, but it doesn't matter. It's very nice. Mass Entanglement, same thing, doesn't really matter. Typhoon doesn't really matter. Like, this whole 60 row does not matter. Neither does the 45. Like, they're all the same. Doesn't matter. Revive, thank God. Shred, Skull Bash. Skull Bash I still have on the bear. Soothe, you got that back. Stampeding Roar stays the same. Remove Corruption stays the same. Survival Instinct stays the same. Swiftman and all the healing parts I'm not going to go over. Swipe stays the same. Stays the same. Okay, reduces passive. Reduces all damage taken by 6%. That's your affinity. If I were to go to Boomkin and pick Bear Affinity, I would be getting Thick Hide. Except I think it's half that, 3%. Not sure. Gore is still one of your biggest passives. It has a chance to... These spells have a chance for 15% chance to reset the cooldown on Mangle and cause it to generate an additional 4 rage. Not that big of a deal, but it's nice. Lightning reflexes. You gain dodge equal to 100% of critical strike from your gear. I believe that's the same. Doesn't matter. Mastery. Increase your maximum health by Mastery. Also increases your attack power by Mastery. So, your Mastery currently is 11.69, so that's the flat net Mastery, and I'm going to turn you off, Uther. That's the flat Mastery that gets attributed to your health. And double that is the attack power you get from it. And that's just one of my talents. So that's the spellbook differences. Once this thing goes offline, I will... Yeah. That's the spellbook differences. Until then, when I get back on after server maintenance and after my movie, I'm going to show you a little bit on how the talents changed. Or at least what I think of them. And we'll go over a little bit of how my personal rotation has changed. I have not looked at it yet, so we're gonna figure out how I've changed, and if Zandalari become like playable for testing, I'll probably go over this in a minor way with the druid forms, because those look totally sweet. So I will leave y'all there, and we're gonna go over here again. See ya!